Do you really need to register your LLC in California if you live there? Hi, my name is Bobby Casey. I am the founder of BusinessAnywhere. I am an international tax lawyer. I've been doing this for more than 20 years. We've got thousands of clients we've registered companies for over the years. And in this video, we're going to talk about the requirements when it comes to registering an LLC when you live in the state of California. So first of all, the short answer is yes. If you live in the state of California, you do need to register your LLC in the state of California. Now, there's a lot of questions about that. People ask all these questions like, but what if my business is completely online and all my clients are everywhere? Do I still need to register it in the state of California? Yes. What if, basically, no matter what you say, the what if you physically live in the state of California, you need to register your business in the state of California. Now, a lot of people say, I really want to register this in Wyoming to get more privacy. You can do that, but if you live in the state of California, you will need to register that entity as a foreign entity doing business in California. And then you're going to lose a little bit of your privacy when you do that, because in the state of California, you have to inform the Secretary of State, who is the manager of that LLC. Of course, you can use somebody else as the manager if you don't want your name on it, but regardless, somebody's name has to be attached to it with the California filing, either as registered LLC in California or a foreign LLC registered in California. There must be a person's name attached to it. It is a legal requirement in the state of California. So a lot of people think, well, I'm just going to register it somewhere else so I don't have to pay that $800 franchise tax every year in California. Well, again, you can't really get away with that, at least not long term in California, because what happens is when you file your federal and then your state tax return, your California state tax return, the state of California is going to see that you have earned income from an entity registered outside of the state. And then you're going to get a nasty little letter from the California Department of Revenue informing you that you need to register that entity to do business in the state of California, pay the $800 franchise tax, and you're going to be hit with penalties and interest. So unfortunately, there's not really a way around this if you are a California resident. In fact, even if you had a business outside of California with an office and employees and everything, if you're the owner and it's an LLC, you would still need to register to do business in the state of California, because you, as the owner, are managing that company while you're physically located in the state of California. So unfortunately, there's not a big way to get around this. There's not a trick or a hack, because eventually the California Department of Revenue is going to catch you. They're going to hit you with that $800 franchise tax, and you're going to end up having to pay penalties and interest. Now, one caveat to that. If you own assets in the state of California that are not income generating, you can register the LLC in like Wyoming or something like that. Let's say you own real estate, but it's not income producing real estate, maybe raw land or some buildings or something that doesn't produce any income. If you own non-income producing assets like that, you could own it in a Wyoming LLC. But the moment you start reporting income to the California Department of Revenue, that's where you're going to get caught. So I hope this helps. If you'd like help registering your LLC or registering it in another state, like a foreign filing, we can do that for you. You can find us online at businessanywhere.io.